50 years after Joe Namath and the guarantee, we are underway in Super Bowl 53. This is fielded at the goal line. Pushing through the contact. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. And they'll be led out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering some snacks.
I was just going to say.
That's where I go.
Here's McCoy. So he got 3 in 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Ryan Kerrigan in on the tackle. And the Buffet boys, the O-line. Hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Set! 3-19! 3-19!
On second down, it's McCoy. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Kelly to throw. And that's caught by Beasley. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
When the spotlight is at its brightest, and let's face it, it's the Super Bowl, those types of plays come out, don't they?
Absolutely. A big-time catch on the biggest of stages.
Do you think that one's going to live on? We're going to see this for a long time.
Definitely going to live on forever with him, that's for sure.
No doubt.
Now Kelly, and the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Ryan Kerrigan in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
This give is to McCoy, and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56.
A play fake. Now Kelly. He's going to fire one deep over, and that's caught inside the 30. They give him a gain of 38.
Well, they just treated 3rd and long as simply an opportunity to make an even bigger play. Normally, you're just trying to pick up the first down and you know where the sticks are. They took this thing way downfield. Confidence in the receivers to go up and make a play, even with defenders around them.
Now a first down throw. Kelly. And the grab by Croft. And down inside the 15 he goes. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Illegal touching. Offense.
So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Play action, it's Kelly. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. With a first touchdown of Super Bowl 53. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Stephen Hauschka for the point after. Hauschka adds the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards, and it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So out comes the Redskins offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by the #1 overall selection back in 2005 out of the University of Utah. It's Alex Smith.
I think one of the things that attracted people to Alex Smith initially was his mobility, and that's never changed. That guy's a great athlete, but he's so sharp with the football, so accurate, and takes care of it so well, he rarely puts his team in bad situations.
They start on the ground with Geis. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Here's Smith now on second down. Caught on the right side, Reed. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
To throw on second down is Smith. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back on Super Bowl Sunday after this. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. A shotgun snap for Smith. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Thompson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, Their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Josh Doxson, 42 yards. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. When they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 1st and 10, Kelly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Quentin Dunbar right there on the coverage.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Here's Kelly. He's going deep for Brown and almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it here. It's caught. Jones. And just shutting him off there. Wow, first and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
And they pick up the first down on a fourth down play. I don't know if the defense relaxed because they thought maybe they'd stopped them on third down or if they just didn't protect the sticks very well. But, boy, that's a big-time pickup right there.
Set! 3-19! 3-19!
Out of the gun, it's Kelly. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Looking to throw on second. Here's Kelly. And Brown's got it. Touchdown, Buffalo. John Brown from 3 yards out. And the Bills are in for 6.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Now Hauschka to tack on the extra point. Hauschka with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it culminates in a Bills touchdown. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
The final shot here before break. Smith. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in Super Bowl 53. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. It has been a remarkable first season in the studio for me. I want to thank you guys so much as I send it over one final time for the second half call of Super Bowl 53 to Brandon and Charles in Atlanta.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The halftime show, quite a spectacle, but it's back to football for the second half of Super Bowl 53. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. So out now come the Redskins. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now it's Smith. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Jordan Phillips able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up fourth down. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Might have needed just one more block as it stands. 37-yard return. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here for the 1st and 10. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They go play action here on first down. They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Tyler Kroft, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bills will extend their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of a group that's behind because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Hauschka adds the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, if there's got to be casualties at times, we're trying to win a game.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call.
False start, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Throwing is Smith. Buying time to his left. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. One quarter remains in Super Bowl 53. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Smith. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Lorenzo Alexander in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jerry Hughes able to drop him for a loss of a couple. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, 2-score game still. Now Kelly. That's complete right around the 8. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Cut!
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Time for a break. We're back to crown a champion after this. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. McCoy, the lone man in the backfield on 2nd and goal.
Here we go. 319. 319.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. It's their quarterback with a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight. And the Bills will add on to their lead. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. Hauschka with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive, and it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, here's Smith. And his throw is incomplete. Tre'Davious White, the LSU man, there to knock it away that time. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Now they got to get to the line quickly. On 1st down, Smith. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 3rd and long, it's Smith. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Thompson. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one goes for 24 yards. On first down, it's Smith. Docks him with a grab over the middle. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, Smith. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Jerry Hughes able to get him for a loss of about 3. Throwing on third down, Smith. Very quickly here, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. On first and 10, Smith. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Smith on first down. And that is caught by the tight end Reed. Touchdown, Washington. Jordan Reed, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit. Hopkins with the extra point.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Time for this one final knee to put a bow on this title bout. And these Bills make the 90s seem like a distant memory. Buffalo is the Super Bowl champion. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them, a fantastic season.
Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. And what a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gunn signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.